Well, here I am back in Steel Beasts, Blaze of War. In my last video, I said I made the claim that the commander could not control a turret of the gun. And I found that to be wrong, actually, at least in the M60A1 tank. And so I'm about to show you how that works. Okay, first of all, I'll show. Let's get to see who's in control here. Wrong one. Okay, so we got the commander in control. And while he's in control, if you hit the Z key or the C key, you can move to the various sites that the commander has access to. Here's the periscope. This site here is the AA site, the M85 AA site. So it's for shooting the machine gun. And the other site, this one here, is the M17 rangefinder site. Now with this particular site, it allows you to control the turret of the tank. So to demonstrate that, while I've got this site selected, we're going to go outside and look at the external camera view. Now, using my let me rotate around here a bit using the numpad key arrows. Now, using the so if I try to use my arrow keys right now to move the gun, I can't. It won't move. Well, so how's it done? Well, here's how it's done. Press Control to get the cursor and click on here until you take control here in the fire mode. Now in this fire mode, now as you can see, I can move the gun. I can still drive the tank if I want to, just like before, but now I can move the gun. If I go to the other site, or if I come out of this mode and go to this mode, so there's three modes. This mode where you're in control, but when you're in this mode, you cannot control the turret. In this mode, you can control the turret. And in this other mode here, the turret is being controlled by somebody else, probably the gunner, not me. So in order to not confuse you, I don't want to go into that mode. So here, going back into this mode, I can control the gun. Now we go back inside and look at the, where are we? Whoop, cancel that. We want to look at our periscope. So there's our periscope. I hit a Z or a C and I can go to the various sites. So that's the machine gun site. Now that I can move. I can move that around with the arrow keys. And if you notice down here at the bottom, the numbers are supposed to indicate where the site is pointing relative to the hull. Okay, now if I hit the Z or C key again, it just toggles around between these three. So by hitting the Z key successively, that's what we get. Now, so that is the machine gun site. There's the periscope, and there's the site that we can control if we're in the correct fire mode like this. Now we can control the gun. And once in this mode, you don't need to use the arrow keys. Yes, you can use some arrow keys, but once you're in this mode, you can just, if you hit control to get rid of the mouse cursor, now just by moving the mouse around, you're moving the turret. So, and if I if I right click now, it will fire the gun. Now the other thing to note, excuse me, in this mode is that there looks like there's two men there. Well, there isn't two men, actually, there's one, but it's not in focus. Down here, you'll notice there's a number, 632 right now. This is the distance to where it thinks it's in focus. Well, it's not in focus. So if I hit the control again and start moving the middle mouse wheel, you can see, yeah, you see there for a second there was a couple of dots. There they are. As those dots merge into one image, then that's when it's going to be in focus. As it is, it won't go any lower than 500. That's as low as it will go. This thing is so close that I can't get any closer than that. I can't get. So let's look at this one a little bit further off here. You can see it's a double image too. Now if I start zooming out with the range finder, okay, now to my eyes that's just about in focus, and I could just um, shoot my gun, but I don't have any ammunition left. As you can see, I've got all zeros down there. This is what's been left over, and I've done that intentionally because I didn't want to have them shoot and kill me. So anyway, so again here I'm rotating the inner mouse button until it's in focus, and that's when we can use the reticle. So that's how to use the commander to aim the gun. This is the only mode with this reticle, and in this fire mode is the only mode where the commander can actually use the gun. Okay, so that's about all I wanted to say about this one.